To most actors, the beginning of any production is when they enter the audition room to deliver lines and be closely examined by the producers, directors and camera.
Core sort of leaders of it. We've written the script, we've put it all together, and what we do is every year.
For some, this can be an altogether terrifying yet somehow stimulating process, where they will be judged on their looks, ability to learn and deliver lines, and personality. Yet the success or failure in gaining a part isn't always down to the individual's ability to act on camera. The directors are often looking for a specific look, height or characteristic to fill a role, and if ability is not an issue, this may well influence their choice. If they are drawn to a particular auditionee, then this may contribute to minor adjustments to the script. Channel 7 will quite often ask other members of the production team for their views when making final decisions. Before the actors have even been chosen, an idea has to be moulded into a story that can be filmed. Sebastian and Me was no different. In April 2014, Channel 7 finished filming the Water's Edge video and, even as it was being edited, the next project was being discussed. At this stage, weekly meetings between Darren and Lindsay, the co-writers, producers and directors, took place where a whole plethora of thoughts, concepts and discussions were considered until a germ of an idea emerged. From here, a synopsis was created which was fleshed out into scenes. When this was completed, the detailed script could then be written to form the final version that is referred to as the screenplay. Auditions could now begin. Darren and Lindsay had written outlines of the key characters and had thoughts about how they would interact and look. Of course, the script and character development evolved during the casting process, and further amendments were made at the script read-through and rehearsals. A good example of this was the role of the psychiatrist, which was originally intended as a male, but when Lorna auditioned for a general role, her abilities and manner made the decision to change the character very easy. The younger age and sensitivity presented by Lorna worked much better than could have been hoped. Auditions are often difficult for everyone involved. It is inevitable that some people will be disappointed, so Channel 7 tried to ensure that a positive experience is had by everyone and some form of inclusion as a smaller part or extra is available to all our applicants. When the leads had been cast, the secondary characters had to be found. Channel 7 used two methods, with an open audition followed by invitations to known actors from the local acting community. This process identified Lorna, Sian and Ian, who attended the open audition and slotted perfectly into their eventual roles. Dave, who plays the schoolteacher, was our composer who was persuaded to try his hand. This he did very successfully, and he is now taking his newfound ability into extras work. Interestingly, Lorna was already experienced in semi-professional work, and Sian has also been involved in a major feature film since Sebastian and Me. With all the cast in place, rehearsals and minor amendments to the script began. Scenes were individually read and the delivery of lines pulled apart to fit the direction of the story. In any piece of drama, the whole overview is seen by the director, who knows how each scene fits into others. Every pause in a line, interruption or movement needed to be rehearsed to create the image and message desired. Good actors will see this and follow accordingly. The cast of Sebastian and Me were just that and made the actual filming easier as a result. Filming took place primarily over a week of the school summer holidays when the child actors were available. Careful scheduling was required to ensure the best use of time and least inconvenience was caused to families and all the actors. This worked well, although a couple of scenes needed rescheduling when the cameraman's availability changed. A last-minute change also had to occur when the weather didn't favour us and the park bench meeting was moved to a covered gazebo in a playground area. Even then, when editing began, the in-car scene was found to be lacking in terms of picture quality, so a reshoot was hastily arranged with minimum cast and crew. Once the last shot is in the can, although these days in the memory card, it is down to the long process of post-production. This falls mainly to Darren using the Premiere Pro software. It took a huge amount of time, with each scene requiring every perfect shot to be located and edited together into a flowing story. Colours and sound needed to be manipulated to match, and special effects were added. And of course, when all of the visuals, sound balancing and sound effects were corrected, it was down to Dave, our composer, to watch the film and write the music. This was then added and the whole film exported as the production you have just watched. 14.5 minutes of entertainment from approximately 1,000 man-hours. We hope you enjoyed the fruits of everyone's labours.
We're gonna bring them all into our world.